Hello, welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole and I'm so glad that you're here. Today we are going to start a flip through of this monster journal. This is the first journal that I ever made, and I have had to rebind it because the binding was originally very small. Some of you may have seen the short video that I posted maybe a week or two ago. And what I thought I would do, because this is such a big journal and there really is a lot of like personal memorabilia and just cool stuff from my past in here, I thought that I would split it up and do one color at a time because it is a rainbow journal. There are 7 signatures, and I thought I could split it up and do 7 videos. That way, it's not like one 2-hour long video. I thought that would be easier to manage. So, are we ready? Let's jump in and let's take a look at the red section. Now, when I first created this, I was really kind of just experimenting with how to make a junk journal. And I had no limits. I chose all of the papers, anything at all that I loved or that like spoke to me in some way. And I really enjoyed putting together the color packets, like the red, the orange, the yellow. So there's a lot of, I'll talk a little bit about the actual act of like making the journal, like where do I have pockets and how did I create things. But then I also have spent years since I made it, filling it with all kinds of things. So I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that I put in this journal. This is my like Museum of Nicole journal. It's really got a lot of stuff that's very personal to me in here, and so it'll be fun to kind of go back through it a little bit. So I'm excited. I'm just using this is like a little fake book, but I'm using it to try and prop this up so that it doesn't like tip over when I try to open it. Because I think I'm gonna need to like crop this up. It's this far off of the desk over here. So I'm going to keep it from, hopefully this will keep it from tipping over. Okay. So the first page, what I did on the inside is I have a series of book pages and map papers covering the inside and some of this beautiful um, script washi tape. This fabric that I chose is just I love these colors, and I bought a big giant swath of this, and I've covered the bulletin board in my office at work and the I don't know how to describe it. It's like behind, it's on my desk behind where my computer sits. Like there's a whole panel behind there, and I've covered it with this fabric as well. And I used what was left over. So that would have been, I think, 2017, probably. So that's around the time when I made this journal. Because I used the leftover fabric to bind it because it was so gorgeous and I love it so much. So I've got that fabric, and then on the inside, some matte paper, some book pages. There's a wooden N here. Obviously, my name's Nicole, so I like that. This was, I'm not even exactly sure what this is, but I kind of love it. I'm like looking through. I know you can't see me, but it says place a colored photo filter over your camera lens before taking each photo. And I don't remember where this is from, but I just thought it was neat and I love the colors of it. And so it's just tucked in this little pocket here, along with a few project life cards, hobbies, favorite books, things I like to do, a blank one. And this one says, be yourself, be true, be amazing, be kind. And I haven't written anything on these. I assume that when I put them in here, my intent was to fill them out, and I just haven't done that. So There will be time, right? One of these days. So I just have some music paper, and this is obviously from a Pringles can. This is a little pop top, but I loved using this as like a page tab, and the red fit into the red section. So this is where it ended up. Some beautiful scrapbook paper that I've had for years. And I don't know what this is from. It's obviously packaging from something, pair of gloves or socks or something. And I just stuck it on here. This, I think, was a magazine, I mean, a calendar page. And I made it into a pocket. So you can kind of, it's hard to see here, but you can kind of like these two pages back to back. I don't think there's anything in the pocket, and I can't flip it over and see if it's a calendar page, but I suspect that's what this was. This is a little shorter half page, and at the top is these were tags from the stockings that we filled. We filled these stockings every year for years at the college where I work. One of the honor societies would do these. And so I just had an extra one year, and I thought it would be a great thing to kind of put in here to, remember. I have a movie ticket. This one is from 2018, Jurassic World. And on the back, there's just a little torn off piece of something that says hashtag do beautiful things. So it's just clipped to the other side of this paper clip. On this side, the page this is the bottom of a Chick-fil-A bag, I'm pretty sure. And I have an I voted sticker. This says it's from the Seaford School referendum, March 2020. And oh gosh, March 4th, 2020. So this was probably right before all the craziness began. Um, this is a patch from when I used to bowl in the league. My husband and I bowled way back when I was like pregnant with my kids. So 20 years ago, probably. On this side, we have these are like printed mailing labels that I made one year for my kids when they were, in like elementary school, and they wanted to make like little crafty Christmas cards or maybe ornaments one year or something and give them out to their friends at school. So this just says Merry Christmas from Evan. And so I made a whole bunch of them. So I guess I just stuck one of them in here. I'm trying to think of where those would even be. I don't even know. They're around here somewhere. This is a piece of duct tape with my name on it. When you volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, this is how they do name tags. They just give you a piece of duct tape to stick on your shirt. So this one is from May 17th, 2019. That's also my wedding anniversary. So apparently I was volunteering with Habitat for Humanity on my anniversary in 2019. This page is a piece of cardstock, and there is a gift bag along with the tag kind of glued to the top of the page to use as like a page tab. I just love this. It says let your light shine brightly, and I really loved this. So I put it on a page, and inside that gift bag, it does look like I glued the back part closed because it doesn't open all the way up. I don't want to like disrupt the whole situation, but like this it's glued closed, so it only opens part way up. Inside it is a Comic-Con postcard brochure from 2018. And these are some bracelets that my husband got me, and they came with these little information cards about like the minerals and whatnot. All right, let's get that back in there. So that was actually on the back of a jelly print. So this is just some jelly printed cardstock. It's got some metallic paint on it. Um, this side, I don't know, it just looks like another piece of cardstock with just some patterns kind of inked on it. A little pocket here. This was made out of, I don't remember where this got. It was something from work. I definitely remember bringing this home from work. It was on like a flyer maybe or like a big postcard. And it said you're worth it. So I put both of the pieces on here. And then tucked in the pocket is a ticket for ice bumper cars. This was from our local ice rink, and it's from 2017. On the back, I have some paint or ink just spread on the page. I have a sticket. Oh goodness. I have a sticker here from Goat Joy, which is a local goat farm that does goat yoga and goat socials, which is like goat yoga but without the yoga because everybody just gets distracted by the goats anyway. So we take our club there in the spring. We've been there several times, and I just took my mother-in-law recently for her birthday. Stapled to the top of the page up here is a Delaware State Fair ticket from 2017. They don't even do paper tickets anymore. Now they're all digital, which stinks for, people like me who want to glue paper into books everywhere. I've got a vote sticker. This is from Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia. We went up there for a trip. I can't believe I didn't write the date or the trip or anything anywhere. Usually I write like what it was. I'm pretty sure this was an ESL trip to the Philadelphia Art Museum. And I ordered a cheesesteak. On the back, I have the book is falling. I'm trying to keep it upright, but it's not working. On this side, I have a little fortune teller fish. Have you ever seen these? We bought this in West Virginia on our vacation a couple of years ago. I remember when we bought these. And then we all had a lot of fun kind of playing with them. So on the back of the envelope, it tells you like what happens and what it means. And then in the packet, there's this little plastic. Oh gosh, it's bent. Okay, so there's this little plastic fish. And it says, let me read it. It says, place the fish in palm of the hand. The movements will indicate your fortune. Keep fish in envelope when not in use. Okay. So that's what it says on the fish. And on the envelope, it says, if it's let me turn this so I can read because I can't read. All right. It says, moving head indicates jealousy. Moving tail indicates indifference. Moving head and tail means you're in love. If the sides curl, you're fickle. If it turns over in your hand, you're false. If it stays motionless, it says you got a dead one. And if it curls up entirely, it means you're passionate. So let's see. Should we try it? Oh, let's see. So it's kind of curling up. The tail and the head are both curling. All right. So those were fun. We got those, like I said, at we were in Harper's Ferry a couple of years ago. We did some rafting and some hiking, and we bought those at a little shop, a little candy shop on the main street. So this is some scrapbook paper and a gorgeous like leaf sticker. This is very sparkly. I love it. I love leaves. Beautiful picture of a bird on some winter branches, it looks like. Some more scrapbook paper. On the back of the scrapbook paper, I have a sticker from Red River Gorge, Kentucky. The note says June 2024. And then these are pictures from the Via Ferrata that the boys and I climbed while we were there. I'm going to be scrapping these pictures separately in my adventure journal here really soon. So stay tuned if you want to know more about that. This is a little folded up piece of paper out of a Hobbit journal. Hobbit? or Lord of the Rings journal. Anyway, in it is a memorial card for my stepfather, who passed a couple of years ago in 2021. And this was a little, I don't know what these are called. It's like threading, embroidery thread, and it was something that Austin made. It says it was from Family and Consumer Sciences, according to the note. So this is a half a page. This is one of those little calendar pages, and it's just a gorgeous sunset on the beach, and it's backed onto some cardstock with a hole punched and this little, I don't know, it's got this little book, this little plastic book on a string. I actually got these in Amsterdam just recently on my trip, and I put one in here in the red section because it had a red string to it. I thought it was so cute. This is the scrapbook paper, and excuse the profanity, but this is a sticker of Roy Kent, who is a character from the show Ted Lasso. He's my favorite character on that show. So I've got a sticker of him, and I have some more really gorgeous scrapbook paper. This is folded into a pocket. And originally, this was the center of the signature, so you could see the quote, "All good things are wild and free, Henry David Thoreau." Since then, I have put in a couple of cards that my husband have given me. One of them is, this was Valentine's Day 2025, and this one was Valentine's Day. It doesn't have a year on it. I don't know, but I put a couple of cards in there, and I attached a package from Birthday Cake Lindor truffles, which are so good. I think they might have actually come with the Valentine's Day. They were part of the Valentine's Day gift this year. And I thought they would make like a neat envelope. If I cut this open, I can put stuff in here. But I haven't figured that out yet. So I just kind of stuck it in here. So this side is, so we've reached the middle of the signature, and we're 17 minutes in. This is why I split it up into 7 different, or I'm going to split it up into 7 different videos, because otherwise we would be here for hours. So trying to keep it propped up. On the right-hand side, we have the other pocket, which is just made from one piece of scrapbook paper. On the edge of it, I have some lace glued down. So this is just fabric lace. And there was a ticket or a sticker or something inside. It is from 2014, Camp Barnes stock car race. So there's a ticket from a race from 2014. We used to go to the racetrack all the time and watch the, the dirt track racing. All I could think of was drag racing, and that was not the right thing. So yeah, the dirt track. More scrapbook paper. This, I did put some sticky notes over this because it has addresses on it, but this was so exciting. It says that it's from October 2017 on the mailing label. I won a copy of a book from one of my favorite authors, Catherine Newman. It must have been something on social media where I had commented on something, or I don't remember the circumstances of how I won, but she sent me a copy of the book, and it's signed, and it was so cool. And so this was the packaging that it came in. It had these hearts all over it, and I just love that. So it became a page in the journal. It actually is a pocket. I attached it to this scrapbook paper so that I could tuck some stuff in there. The book was from One Mixed Up Night. Sorry, that was the name of the book. It was based on the old story from the Mixed Up Files of Miss Basil E. Frankweiler, which I loved when I was a kid. I've been a reader my whole life, and I loved that book when I was in, like middle school or whatever. And so Catherine Newman rewrote it um, in a modern way. So she's got a couple of kids who sneak off and stay in an IKEA overnight. So it was super fun. It's a cute book. We ended up using that book in our ESL book club. We read it with some English as a second language students, and we got to meet Catherine Newman via Zoom, and we did like an author Q&A with her and the students. It was super cool. Just she's awesome. The book is awesome. I'm a huge fan. So on the right hand side, this is Gandalf. This is the other half of that journal page that I was talking about earlier from either The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. So that is a sketch of Gandalf. Oh, this must have been stuck on here with this tape, but it looks like it came loose. Never trust washi tape. Um, so this is just a little card. I think this came from my Love Paper book from Flow. Anyway, the back of it says this is April 11th, and it looks like it was part of a 100-day project, but it doesn't have a year on it. It says, I asked Evan what I was good at as a mother, and he said, cooking, driving, being kind, getting them what they want. So, all very important things. And my other son, Austin, said, caring and cooking. Caring is big and encompasses it all. So that was the quote from Austin. So I appreciate that. I'm pretty happy. I'm glad they both think I'm good at cooking. Like, that's good news, right? On the right, this was from a calendar, February 2018. But I just love that. It's like a cherry blossom. I love the idea of transformation. It's definitely something to think about. On the back, I have glued in a ticket for Beauty and the Beast, which was the middle school play when my son was in 8th grade. And we went to see it together, and it was a really cute play. If you haven't seen like middle school drama production recently, buy a ticket, support your local middle school students. It is hilarious, if nothing else. But you might be surprised. Like these students were phenomenal. They were killing it. On the right hand side is the other part of that picture with the bird and the branches. This and it's creating like a sort of a partial pocket, and there is a paint swatch tucked in here. This is the color of my dining room. This top one, the candy apple, is the color of my dining room. More scrapbook paper. This is just some coffee dyed paper, I guess, with a sticker from Atomic Books. My older son really loves comic books and Marvel and all of those things, so we ordered some things. I actually have another one of those. I actually have another one right here, kind of tucked up on my desk. So we ordered maybe Absolute Batman. Anyway, we ordered some stuff for him for a birthday, and it came with several stickers. This is from a mailing envelope. It's like plastic. But isn't that gorgeous? It says thank you in gold, and it's got like the prettiest flowers on it. So I just cut out the part of the package that said thank you, and I have some washi tape on here, and it's just here to make me happy. I don't remember. I'm sure it was from a swap or something I purchased on Etsy. But it's just gorgeous. I have a blank page with just a little tab here. It's got like a bicycle built for two down here. And this is from a book on creativity. It says, don't think. Thinking is the enemy of creativity. It's self-conscious, and anything self-conscious is lousy. You can't try to do things. You simply must do things. And it's a Ray Bradbury quote, and I just really liked it. So in it went. This is the other half of the popcorn box that I had somewhere else in here. Oh, So that's the top of it. This is the side of it. And this one actually has a note on it. It says FedEx Field, Redskins versus Cardinals, December 17th, 2017. So they are now the Commanders now, but in 2017 they were the Redskins, and it was the first and only Major League Football. Is it Major League? I guess you don't call it Major League. It's yeah, like it's my first ever football game that I'd ever been to. And it was phenomenal. I'm not even really a big football fan, but like the energy of that many people in the stands being so excited all at once, um, it was just awesome. It was a cool experience. On the right hand side, I just have, what do I have? I've got some cardstock that I have inked up and stamped a little bit. And I've got 2 stickers here from the Scholastic Warehouse. I volunteered on 2 different occasions. These both are from the Education Club. One of them is marked from 2018 and one is in 2019. I used to love this trip. They used to have like the warehouse sale where you could go and you would volunteer for a couple of hours and then you would like earn points to buy books from the Scholastic book warehouse. It was phenomenal. Such a cool thing. I miss it. They haven't brought it back since COVID, so I'm sad that it doesn't exist anymore. Blank page, the other half of the jelly print from earlier. Some more stamping and stenciling on the back with some inks. This is the other half of the Chick-fil-A bag that we saw earlier, along with a couple of I voted stickers. And there's nothing really in here. There's nothing written on this. It's just tucked in here to give us this little lace edge, which is sadly falling apart. Some of this really delicate, if you can see the hearts there, the delicate lace edge is not holding up well in this environment. I'm sort of losing it, unfortunately. Oh, see, I knew the whole thing was going to fall. All right, we're almost done. We're getting there. On the back of that is part of a priority mail envelope with a little tuck spot and a sticker from Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, which is one of my family's absolute favorite games of all times. It's a card game. Um, so much fun. We bought it when we were on vacation in Virginia Beach and we played it endlessly, hours. We have played that game for hours. It's hilarious. On the right-hand side, I just have some plain red cardstock with a ripped edge inked up. I have a fortune cookie bag stapled on, and the note underneath says it's an ESL Learning Community trip to the Recycling Center in February of 2019. And I remember stopping on the way back at Panda Express. So inside this little pocket, this is a free game of open bowling from the bowling lanes here in our town. It is marked with an expiration date of January 1st, 2012. So this is a very old bowling coupon. And on the back of it, the note says Ready, Set, Kidoo, which is a business that my friend and I ran for a little while back in 2011, I would guess, from the date on this, where we maintained like a website and a community calendar of events for families. And I think we got these donated and we were giving them away at one of the events that we set up at. We were setting up like, vendor stations and stuff. I did check and there's nothing inside this envelope, so I'm not going to tie it now. The sticker comes from the Flip Side, which is a really cool web service that distills every day's news and kind of gives it to you in like bite-sized chunks in your inbox. And you get to see what both political sides think about any given issue. And so I really love this. I recommend it if you are looking for a reasonable way to get the news and to understand, politically what both sides of the issue are. This is a great resource. On the other side is more calendar pages. This one is also a pocket, and it doesn't seem like there's anything in it. Scrapbook paper. I think this is the last page. This is the music paper that we started with at the very beginning of the signature. And on this is some metallic Christmas wrapping paper that I folded into a pocket. It's kind of bent a little bit. And there is a Christmas tag from a gift bag, and on the back of it it says to Nicole from us, and that is my mom's handwriting. And I lost her 9 years ago, so it's very nice to encounter her handwriting once in a while. I actually got her handwriting tattooed on my wrist. This is from a birthday card that she wrote to me. It says, "I love you, Mom." And yeah, and so it's nice to be able to look at her handwriting again. It makes me feel like she's a little bit here with me. Inside this pocket, what have we got? Oh, I have a picture of, this is my son when he was a baby with my great uncle and aunt. And there is, this is an Outback Steakhouse coaster. I'm not going to be able to put that away. It says Mother's Day Lunch, May 11th, 2019, and it looks like my kids wrote on it. One of them, this one says, "I love you 3000. I love you, Austin." And this one says, "Love you, best mom ever, Evan." Well, thank you, boys. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can tuck this back in here. All right. So that is the red signature in the book. And we've got 6 more to go. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 more to go. So it's actually 6 signatures, not 7. So we've got 5 more to go. There will be more videos to come in the future. For right now, I'd love to hear what you think about this. Do you have any journals this big? Do you use journals in this way where you keep, things that are important to you? I needed a purpose. I really wanted to build this journal. I'd been thinking about it for a long time and watching videos, but I really needed a reason to keep it around, like to have it on my shelf. And so I thought this would be the perfect thing. It's just kind of like my personal scrapbook of my life, and I love it. So thanks for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. And if you love this video, then give me a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video, folks. Have a great day. Thanks so much.